this vlog we're going to straighten our model's hair. First of all, we're going to blow dry it straight, and then I'm going to show you how to use a straightening iron on the hair as well. The hair's just been squeeze dried, patted, no rubbing. We're trying to minimise frizziness as much as possible. The hair's been combed through with a wide tooth comb, so there's no stress on the hair. First of all, to blow dry the hair straight, you need to make sure you've got some clips or a hair tie to tie your hair up out of the way. Always section the hair off. Blow dry it in sections, it just makes it so much easier. And always start from the bottom up, so you're blow drying over hair that's already been blow dried. You'll find you'll be done in half the time and your result will be so much better. The first thing we're going to use on our model's hair today is Duel Defend Spray. This is one of our treat products, which is designed to care for your hair and protect it from the heat of the dryer. I've just shaken it, but when you see it, normally it has a clear top and then an orange bottom. The clear top is argan oil, and down the bottom the orange is UV and heat protector. The reason we're using this on the hair is we're going to be blow drying it with a brush with a lot of tension and a high heat to give us maximum shine and straightness, so we need to protect it from the heat of the dryer. You'll notice I'm spraying about 20 to 30 centimetres from the hair. If you're using it on yourself, where your arm bends is about the right distance away to spray it onto yourself so that you get a nice even distribution. We're going to be spraying this on every single section as we go through and blow dry it, just to make sure that we get the maximum protection from the heat of the styling appliances. Next thing we're going to be using on the hair is our fantastic straightening balm. This is amazing. It's like a guaranteed to sort of give you like a really nice smooth result, plus it helps lock your style in there. Again, this has a heat protector in it as well. The reason you may ask is, why do I need two heat protectors, the Duel Defend and the heat protector that's in the straightening balm? Most times nowadays our blow dryers and our straighteners get up to about 230 degrees, and as you can imagine, this can do huge amounts of damage to the outside layers of your hair. So never think it's too much to use double protection when you're using heated appliances. Basically, we just pump a little bit out. Like everything that I do, we work it onto our hands so we can get nice even distribution, and then we apply it through the hair. Again, I would probably apply some product to each and every layer of the hair, just to make sure that you get it nice and evenly distributed. You'll find if you just pop it on when your hair is down, you'll get a lot of product on the top layers, but you won't get it right through the hair. So of course you're not going to get as good a results as what you would if you've done it section by section. I'm going to get on with blow drying this hair straight now. I'm going to use a round brush, what we call a Denman brush. Basically just to smooth the hair as much as possible. I'll start off with the Denman brush, which just runs through the hair to take the moisture out of it mainly, and then I'm going to finish off with a round brush. So I'm just going to get started blow drying each section. I'm going to apply product to each one and we'll show you the end result. So as you can see, we've blow dried Taylor's hair straight. We've used two different brushes on the hair, a Denman, which basically dries the hair off, and then we've finished each and every section off with a round brush. You can see that it's lovely and straight, but it's not perfectly smooth and it's not really shiny. What we can do is add a little bit of our shine spray to the hair. The shine spray is argan oil, and basically I would never spray this directly onto the hair. It's just too rich and too concentrated, but as a finishing product it's just beautiful. You can basically spray a small amount onto the tips of your fingers, and you can just work it through the areas where you want the shine to come back. So you just pop it onto the areas of the hair where it needs it. What I'm also going to show you is how to get a little bit more shine using your brush and your blow dryer at the end of your blow dry. Most people can get their hair straight, but they can't get it really smooth and really shiny. So we've got a little bit of shine spray on there. What you do is you pick up the very top section of the hair. What we're going to do is run the round brush through the hair. We're going to heat it up till it's hot. If you're doing this at home, just put your blow dryer down on the bench, pick both your hands up, get your round brush, roll it in just like it's a roller. Hair's nice and smooth on the brush. You pick the blow dryer up, you're going to heat it up till it's hot. Always down the hair strand. section's hot, basically it's setting it in there. We're going to let the brush cool before we pull it out. By doing this, basically it sets a shine onto the outside cuticle of the hair. It locks it down closed really, really nicely. So I'm going to slowly unroll it, keeping tension on the hair as it cools. It'll take about 20 or 30 seconds because you've heated it up till it's quite warm. Keeping tension on the hair the whole time. We're going to slide it through and we're going to just keep rolling that brush through the hair until it's totally cool. And you'll find what it does, you can see the section that we've just done, it just locks shine onto the hair. You can see the difference compared to the other hair. That's how you get a really lovely shiny layer on the top of your blow dry. So that's Taylor's hair blow dried straight. What we're going to do now is go through and just finish it off to get it really, really straight. We're going to use a straightening iron and I'm going to show you how to use that properly on the hair. So basically, Taylor's hair has been blow dried straight. It's been washed with our Smooth Moisture shampoo. We have got our Duel Defense spray in to protect from the heat, and we've got some straightening balm in it, and we've blow dried it straight. It looks beautiful, but nowadays a lot of people like their hair totally straight with no volume in it, so they tend to use straighteners or flat irons. What I'm going to do is show you how to use the flat iron safely on the hair. I'm actually going to reapply some Duel Defense spray to the hair. The straighteners nowadays get to 230, 250 degrees, and this can be really, really damaging to the hair. I liken it to ironing silk blouse on an ironing board over and over and over again. If you did that, you would burn a hole into the silk. It's exactly the same with your hair. If you use a straightening iron on your hair day in, day out, and you don't protect it from the heat, you're going to burn holes in the outside cuticle of your hair. So we're going to put a little bit more Duel Defense spray on Taylor's hair, just to protect it from the heat. Because my straightener gets to 230 degrees, I'm going to put a small amount of our straightening balm on. I'm actually going to section this off into a slightly finer section. You'll find if you straighten from your hair from the bottom up, the finer the sections, the straighter the hair. We're also using, as you can see, a very, very fine tooth comb. What this does is holds the hair very, very smoothly so that the straightener can brush over it. If you've got knots in your hair or your hair is extremely dry, you'll find you're not going to get as good results as if you've got knot-free, nice, healthy, washed, clean hair that's already dry. Can't ever use your straightener on wet hair. You'll see the fine tooth comb just gives us a really, really, really flat, fine surface for the straightener to run through. We start at the root. We never leave it there very long. The steam you'll see coming off is the Duel Defense spray, just working away, just evaporating off the hair. Again, very fine tooth comb. We run it through the hair. And you'll see our straightening balm kicking in. The hair becomes very, very shiny, and you can see it locks it down. It's perfectly straight. So we've gone from blow-dried hair that had a little bit of volume in it to absolutely flat ironed, dead straight hair. So I've straightened Taylor's hair with the straightening iron. We've used the Duel Defense spray and the straightening balm. You'll notice there's a few little new hairs growing on the top of Taylor's hair and they poke up. Just a little tip to get rid of those. We just grab a little bit of our finishing spray, grab our fine tooth comb, light spray, and then we just comb them into place. And you can see they disappear. Just very gently. We basically just want to stick them down to the other strands. If you're worried about the ends, you can use a small amount of shine spray on them just to make them shiny, but you'll find the hair feels so soft and beautiful. It's just gorgeous.